lunch break. Hello everybody! Yes, it's your boy Cristianknight with another episode of Lunch Break. Quarantine edition, because you know we're all still in our house. But yes, hello! And this is the show that brings you the many foods you can make during your break at lunch, at work, but at home now too, and everywhere else, because it doesn't really matter. So I'm gonna set you guys down here. Oh, there you go. Alright, so good. You guys can see me. Alright, good. So yes, thank you everybody once again for joining me on another episode of Lunch Break, where we're gonna be making something slightly different today, because we're not doing anything traditional. Even though it's kind of traditional, because it's like one of my old school traditions that my grandmother gave me to make and do. So we're gonna be making today is a strip steak, like strip steak. Take steak, strip it. We're gonna also be making some sweet plantains. Sweet plantains. James, sweet plantains. Okay. And then also we're gonna be making some broccoli tots that have cheese in it in our air fryer. I was gonna say toaster oven, but I was like, yeah, I'll do it here. But this is also stuff that you can make at work, or bring it home. Bring it to work from home, and then just heat it up in the microwave. You know, you guys can do that because everybody eats leftovers. I eat leftovers. But hello everybody. Welcome James, Christina, Dejana, and hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, because I don't want to be disrespectful. Because if I'm being disrespectful, you can come here and slap me. All right, I'll let you do that. I don't think Melissa would mind that. But yes, so that's what we're going to be making today. So I got the steak already out. I already defrosted this afternoon that I had it on. I'm going to show you the Dominican style way of making the sweet plantains, because there's many different ways of making it. I'm not trying to be specific of the Dominican way. I'm just saying this is a tradition that my grandmother taught me how to make it. So that's all I'm saying. And then tater tots, of course, you know, just oven, air fryer, cut temperature time, just don't burn it, right? So because of that, the first thing we're gonna do is wash our hands, because that's what we always do. So hopefully everybody's doing good and being safe, and you know, literally trying to take care of themselves, because we don't want you to go nowhere. We want you to be here for like thousands of years. So in this way we can all have some love and you know, and everything. What up, Custom? How you doing, brother man? So yeah, so wash my hands. So the first thing I'm gonna do is take out these lovely tater tots that have some cheese in it. I'm not gonna show you what it is, but it's just tater tots with broccoli and cheese. So we're gonna put that in our air fryer. Here's an air fryer. We'll stick these guys in there. There we go. Throw that away. Alright. And then I'm gonna set that one, because this was the one that's gonna take a little bit more time to make than everything else. That's why we're gonna put it in there, because it's gonna take about like 12 to 18 minutes, because you want them nice and crisp and enjoyable. Thanks for pushing through, uploading great content. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate that, Casa, man. I try, man. I try. I'm literally gonna try. But what are you talking about, man? Thank you, man. You out there in the service, man. We applaud you and everything that you're doing. My wife as well, and everybody who's doing in the service of everything, between healthcare, doctors, firemen, new police department, everything. Listen, all of us, we deserve a hand in trying to make sure we stay safe. But you guys are also deserve a greater one, because y'all do your thing. That's all I can say. Y'all do your thing. So thank you guys. So on this one, I'm gonna set it to 350 degrees, and I'm gonna put it to about 18. Now the other thing is also what you want to do is you want to keep checking it periodically, maybe every 5 minutes, just to make sure that it's cooking properly, and not to the fact that just leave it, set it, and forget it. No, don't do that. Because what you want to do is, once you check it every periodically, you take it out, you shake it a bit. You want it to cook, not burn, and you want it to cook everything thoroughly. That's what we want to do for those veggie tots. Because you know, some people will set it, put it in there, come back, and they get crunchiness, but not tastefulness. We want it tasteful, nice, and delicious. So with that, the next thing we're gonna do, move these to the side. So I kind of prepared a little bit. I didn't prepare a lot. I prepared a little bit. So we're gonna take our steak, and I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do. Then we're gonna need. There we go. I'm gonna strip them up, and I'm gonna put it in this container because we're gonna mix it with the ingredients and everything. Aftermath. So this we don't need right now, but we're gonna put it into here after we cut it. So we're gonna be working with the steak. Move that to the side so you can see it. The other thing what you want to do is when you defrost any type of meat, depending on what it's not ground. What up, Nancy? How you doing? You want to wash it because you want to wash any blood that it has on it, and you don't cook the blood. And always in cold water, people. So here's a nice steak. It kind of like looks like a tongue. What y'all think? Looks like a tongue? No? Yes? Maybe? No, that's not it. Okay, so I'm gonna take my knife here, and the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put some water in this. It's like I'm all over the place today, right? What I end up doing is that, I end up cooking the steak first in water to give it a nice tender and juiciness of the meat, and then I take them out, drain the water, and actually cook it in oil. So this way, the outside is nice and crispy, and the inside is nice and juicy. Yes, I'm home. Actually, this is Casa de Sique. I can't say the other thing because I don't want people to know the other last name and stuff like that. But yeah, so what you want to do is that you want to take the knife into the actual steak. Make sure you have a nice blade to cut. I'm just gonna strip this nice and slowly. Make nice little smaller cuts. See? There you go. Nice little small cuts. Because we're gonna make this into nice little tiny chunks. There we go. See? Look at that. Nice little tiny chunks. See? Yeah. Okay, so these are gonna end up in here. And then what you gotta do is just go to each one. Like I think this is like three quarters of an inch. That's right. Who knows that, right? Is that right? 3/4 of an inch. I think it's 3/4 of an inch. Just keep doing that to all the steaks that you're going to be making. You don't have to make a lot. If you're just making stuff for yourself, you just need that, actually that little bit that you actually did. And then that's it. Just put it in the water. I'm going to do 2 more. I'll try to see if I can go a little bit faster for you guys. So this way you guys don't just see me cutting and about that. And it's okay if you don't make this to size. You know, you're the one that's eating this. So, you know, even if you do it a quarter or a little bit bigger than a quarter, it's okay. I don't think the steak is gonna mind. There you go. Right. And this one. And then one more. So this way you guys can see what I'm gonna, I was gonna say garnish. Season the the steak. Okay, James, steak, not meat. Oh, damn, I still steak. And by the way, for folks who want to know, the sous chef is doing great. He's doing good. I actually spoke to him a few days ago. So, you know, he's doing his thing. Waiting to, when we go back to doing lunch break, you know where? So how's everybody doing so far? How's everything going? What made you get interested in cooking? Nothing really. I got bored. And like anything else, whenever I want to try something new, I like trying to the point where not master it, like a jack of all trades, trying to learn almost every single thing, and not have a master in none, basically, type of thing. But my dad is actually a pastry chef. He used to work for the Four Seasons for many years until they closed down and everything. But yeah, no, I just saw him all the time, you know, making stuff, and you know, I just like doing it. You know, nothing really like specific made me want to be a cook or try to cook. Not that I am anyway. I'm just a survival chef, by the way. Because there's been many times when I was left alone when I was young and had to survive, basically. So there you go. All right. So we don't need that one for now. So as you can see, all the steak is in our water. So I'm just gonna turn this on to eat with this day off. So all we're gonna have to do to this is that we're just gonna season it with a little bit of salt and black pepper for now, and then later on I'm gonna show you the actual stuff that we put into this to make it. So a little bit of salt. So this is just for the steak to cook on here. And I think I'll put the black pepper here too. And there we go. Alright. Then just take, you can use a spoon or a spatula. And just give this a little stir. I'm just stirring in the water and the black pepper for the moment. And then I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil to this. Here's my olive oil that we're going to add to these. Nice little mixture of blend. So just like a tablespoon, nothing more than that. That's all you need for now. You just want it to get a nice little hint of the oil, the salt, and the black pepper. And make sure you have that to medium-high heat, just so it can cut thoroughly. Okay. We'll put that on for now, so I can cook. So besides that, I'll put the handle this way, so I can still have the surface over here. Now I'm going to show you what to do with these delicious sweet plantains that we make. Hey Sam, how you doing? What up? Welcome to the live. So these are sweet plantains, by the way, people. If it's yellow, not bananas. If it's yellow and it's plantain, it's a sweet plantain. Just to let you know. I don't know if that's the whole specifics behind it. But the green ones, you can make tostones off. Those, see, I was gonna say banana. I got that because of my wife. Those plantains are actually a hard type of plant-based product. I don't even know what the hell you call these. But yeah, it's the one you use for tostones. This is the one you use for sweet plantains. So what you do with this, and I'll show you right now. Wash it off. So what we do, the first thing we do with these sweet plantains is that we cut it in the middle, like so. See, get on the inside. Yeah. What happened? I want some. Listen, you gotta wait till you come here to get some. or I send some delivery service. Man, I should set up a delivery service, right? So you cut them in half first. That'd be funny. CK delivery service, right? Ooh. It's time to check these out. So as you can see how they're turning brownish. See? So now they're turning brownish. So the second thing you need to do now, even they've been there for about 5 minutes, is you put the temperature down to about 230, right? 230, and set it back inside, right? So now the reason I had you guys cut this in half is so that you can make it peelable. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a small incision, because I don't want to cut into the plantain by mistake. Yeah, small little incision, and peel it like if you would like a banana, you know. So this way you can get a smooth, sweet plantain from underneath. See? Man. He just took its coat off. You think he was sitting down for a second? So the reason for this is that what you do with sweet plantains is that there's many ways of doing this and cutting this, but I like doing it the long way. So you set it down and you just take your knife, make sure it's a nice sharp knife, and you just go right across. And be careful, people, with your fingers. There you go, see? Bam, right across. That's all you gotta do. Alright? So I'm just gonna set these guys on some parchment paper that we have right here. So this way it doesn't start to stick to anything. Because we don't want it to stick to anything. Right? And then do the same thing. And what you want to do is that you want to make these just like how we did the steak. At least a 1/4 or 3/4 inch. 3/4 of an inch? Yeah. Now, if some people, it's hard for some people to do this, what you do is you put this on its side and you just go down. See? This thing is soft enough when you can just peel it off. There you go. Oh, don't worry. Listen, you will. Okay, you will. Right? See? So even if you can't cut it the sideways, even if you stand it up, and mind you, you don't have to rush for this. But if you were doing this at work, you would already have these cut up and bring them in. Just remember that. Always pre-plan your stuff. At least if you can. So like I said once before, so we cut into this so we can peel it. There you go. And then I should put the knife down so this way I don't cut myself, right? See, you just peel it just right across. No tension to it. There you go, see? Just peel it like if you were doing a banana. And you come right out. At least most of the time. And mind you, the softer this is, at least, or the sweeter this is, the easier it comes off, by the way. Alright, let's put our temperature down on the steaks. So, like I said before, all you gotta do is go straight down. See? You guys can see that. If you can't do the cross step. See? Boom. Straight down. Nice and, what is it? Not thick. I forgot the word. And I'm reminded of Tinkerbell every time we go to the supermarket. Slice thin. There you go. That's the word. Slice thin. So you go down. You watch your fingers. And you slice it close. Bang. There you go. You got your nice little sweet plantains. So I need a little more. So what I'm gonna do? This way. Right. So I'm gonna do the rest of these. Gotta put the knife down, right? That's a good question. Soon. Can I say that? Soon? Am I able to say that? Or is that still too vague? Alright. Then I'll do this one too at the same time, so this way I can just cut it. this is like a little winter coat. Bang. Just like that. Alright. So now, like I said before, so what you want to do with this is you want to stand there where there's a curve, right? Because where the curved edge is the one that you want to cut. Plain and simple, nice and easy. See? Yeah, I can do this. Don't say you can't. Well, say that after you tried it. How about that? When you tried it, then let me know. Then you can say whether or not you were able to accomplish this or not. There you go. And the last one. And mind you, this is I was gonna say sticky. That's still a bad word to say. A bit slimy because sweet plantains are slimy. And that's just the actual fruit. Is that a fruit? Can you call this fruit? Did anybody tell me, can you call this a fruit? Hey Keisha, what up? There you go. Bam. And that, my dears, is the last one of that. Finally. Okay. Wash my hands. Now comes the interesting part. So let's check up on our... Alright, sorry about that again. I don't know what's going on, folks. It makes no sense. Thank you, James, for coming back on. I don't know. I have no clue. I haven't done anything different than I did last time and so forth. Using that air fryer, which is kind of weird. But I didn't even use the microwave. My phone is fine. Nothing's going on with my phone, hopefully. I mean, I can't tell. But I don't know. So it's only every time I try to go show you guys the meat balls, the steak, it just cocks out. So let me try doing it again. Right? Open the pot, stir the pot, grab the steak. Still watching? And there you go. Look. So this is what you want. So you want the outside and the inside to cook thoroughly. As you can see, it's looking all nice and white right there, right? Because then once it's fully cooked, we're gonna take it and put it on our skillet and then cook the outside. So I'm gonna let this simmer for a little bit more. Let me turn this one on right now. So this way we can start cooking the plantains. You guys can see how to make that. Hopefully we don't get disconnected. I just saw a glitch there. Please don't get disconnected. But thank you again for you guys for coming on the live and watching. And hopefully we don't get disconnected again. I don't know why it's doing that. It makes no sense. But let's just get to it. Alright. So I'm gonna take out my skillet and put it on here. Then I'm gonna put a little bit of water so this way I can know when it's time to put the actual oil. It doesn't have to be that much, just a little drop. So you can see the heating on the actual skillet. Alright, well, actually what I'm going to do, because this one's been on for a while, I am actually going to switch up. So I'm just going to match up the temperature with this one. Alright, and then switch it over. And this way you guys can see this much better. Oh, and by the way, the actual broccoli tater tots with cheese is already done. As you can see. Hey Lisa! There you go, you know. Whoa. Okay. Set you guys back over here. So that's done. Because those take about 18 minutes to make. So by the time our live got disrupted and interrupted, it died. Oh, and by the way, before I continue, massive major prayers and condolences to the big head honcho, a friend, a leader, and a great man, my boss, Mr. Dan. His father passed away. So everybody send your prayers, your condolences to this great man. He was awesome. And trying to keep it together for this. Great people that I love and care for maybe emotional. So yeah. So my condolences go out to you, sir. In this time of need, and many prayers to you. Gonna open this up because this is starting to boil over now. Once you start seeing these things coming off the steak is when you know that it's coming to the point where they're already fully cooked. I'm gonna set that down, put these on low, medium heat, and the water's already evaporated for this. So we're gonna take our oil. Place this on this pan. Losing my words at the moment. Just enough to have and coat our. I can't even remember. I'm gonna do a black right now. Our skillet. Alright. Our skillet. Alright. Let that heat up a little bit. So the same thing that I did from before. Gonna take a little bit of water, splash it on here. So that's how we know that this is. Hey Samantha, welcome back. This is how you know that the heat from this is already good to go. You know, because oil and water don't mix. So you see the bubbles? That's how you know. So I'm gonna take each strip of these and lay them down right into the skillet. You'll start to hear the actual oil start to heat up. And you want to make sure that these sweet plantains are covered fully within the oil. That you want to make sure that happens. That each plantain is sitting on the oil. One more here. There we go. Alright. Perfect. And I'm going to put the heat up a little bit on this one. Alright. So that's basically all you have to do for this. So take the plantains and you sit them on the actual oil. Now you just have to watch for it to literally brown the plantains on the bottom. That's how you know they're nice and crispy and they're good to go. Yes, Lisa, deepest condolences and sending prayers. Why does it say prayers? There you go. And as you can see, this is how you know that it's cooking thoroughly. That's the sound you want to hear, and that's actually what you want to see visually. Let me show you. Is those bubbles. That's what you want to see to make sure that it's cooking the plantains. That's the key feature of the cooking process for the sweet plantains is those bubbles. So if you don't have those bubbles going, there's something wrong. All right. And then just make sure. Sorry about that, folks. I don't know what the hell's going on. Hey, Erica, what up? What up, Emmanuel? What up, James back? I don't know what the hell's going on at all. I have no clue. I don't know if someone's trying to call my phone or I don't know. Something's disconnecting my connection. All right, so let's do this. So I'm gonna put another one set in there, as we did before. Make sure that it's touching the oil. one. Oh, yeah, run away. And there we go. And so as you can see, this is how it originally looked. Make sure these things are not sticking. You don't want sweet plantains to sit. You want them cooked. So, we'll just come together. There, alright. I don't know, I keep getting like a disconnection. Alright. So, well, I let that sit for a second. Oh, no, actually, I can't. I have no idea what's going on. No idea what's going on. Not the microwave or nothing. Welcome back, James. I don't know what's going on. Let me make them frozen. Lunch break.
Hey guys, you are watching Lunch Break, the show that brings you the many foods you can make during your break at lunch. Watch us on Tuesdays at 12 p.m. and Thursdays at 5:30 p.m. on Spectrum 79 and 1998. On RCN Channel 83 and Verizon Fios Channel 35. Watch us live every Friday at 4 p.m. on TV, on Facebook and YouTube. Spectrum Channel 1997. RCN 85 and Verizon Fios Channel 37. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, don't forget to go and visit us on IMDb. Type Lunch Break, one word, into the search. Rate us by giving us a rating from 1 to 10, like, comment and share with everyone. We greatly appreciate the support and the love you give to our show.
Hey guys, don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe.
Watch us on Tuesdays at 12 p.m. and Thursdays at 5:30 p.m. on Spectrum 79 and 1998. On RCN Channel 83 and Verizon Fios Channel 35. On RCN Channel 83 and Verizon Fios Channel 35.
break.
Hey guys, you are watching Lunch Break, the show that brings you the many foods you can make during your break at lunch. Watch us on Tuesdays at 12 p.m. and Thursdays at 5:30 p.m. on Spectrum 79 and 1998. On RCN Channel 83 and Verizon Fios Channel 35. Watch us live every Friday at 4 p.m. on TV, on Facebook and YouTube. Spectrum Channel 1997. RCN 85 and Verizon Fios Channel 37. Thanks for watching.
Well, I guess all you folks are gonna have to watch the rerun of this episode. But I just took out the sweet plantains, as you see. So when you put it on the actual skillet, what you end up doing is that you have to leave it in there until it's brown on one side, flip them over, and then it's brown on the other side. And once the oil is nice and hot, it goes like clockwork. So you can only have it in there for a few seconds, flip them over, another few seconds, and then flip them back. So I'm sorry you guys won't be able to see this because I guess my camera decided to stop. So fortunately you guys won't be able to see the rest of this, but you'll see it in an episode. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the steaks that we're cooking here, alright, and assuming our skillet is still on and popping, alright. Oh, actually I'm going to drain this. I'm going to drain this first. Okay, so with that, let's throw this out. I'm going to drain the steaks. And I'm going to put it in here so we can season it. Every single one of them. There you go. Alright. So we've got the steaks here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add some adobo seasoning to this mix. There you go. Right. I'm gonna add some chives to this. There you go. Just a little bit, you know. Okay. We're gonna add some garlic powder. There you go. We're gonna add some onion powder. Okay. We're gonna add a little bit of oregano. Oregano. It actually comes out of this. There. Right. Oops. Okay, we're gonna add some black pepper, of course, because we can't do, you know, lunch break without some regular seasoning that we add to almost everything. All right. A little bit of the cayenne pepper, just a little bit, not a lot. Cayenne pepper goes a long way. Okay, and then some salt. and give this a nice mix. And this thing is so tender that it's actually falling apart inside here as I'm mixing it. So then after that, all you gotta do, right, is make sure you clean some of this. Because we want to keep some of this actually. This is the actual grease that came out from the plantains. So I'm gonna take now this is gonna make them squirt. Yeah, it's a bad word to say. Alright. So make sure you just separate this a little bit so they can cook. There we go. That's all you really need to do. Once you put this on here, make sure you have it on like medium to low heat, because you don't want it to cook everything by mistake. And then just set it in there, right? And then I'm going to look for a cover, put it right on top, and that's it. So we're gonna leave that on there for a few minutes just to cook thoroughly, and then we'll just, you know, mix it in between. So of course you already saw how the tater tots came out. So here's the sweet plantains, as I was saying before. See, so you want them brown from the outside and nice and juicy on the inside. Yeah, good stuff, right? Let's shake things up a bit. That's a nice little color you want them to have. There you go. Nice and dark and bright. And mind you, this is from the oil that was sitting there from the plantains. So this is going to make it taste even more juicier. Alright, and then make sure you separate them so they can all cook thoroughly on the skillet. There you go. And just hold it right up. So, sorry that you guys can't see this live. I'm actually recording this, so hopefully this record is actually recorded. How about that? This is actually the first time I'm doing this where there's no audience aftermath now. And I can't really see anything, so I know everybody's probably doing bummed out at the moment, sending me messages. And I can't really check. I have no idea. So, yeah. And so I just put that down to low, so this way this can cook a little bit more. And then that's it. All we gotta do is just plate, and we're done. So, let's check out this. Nice. Very nice. Look at that. Some of this ready. Just make sure you mix this thoroughly, so in this way every single ounce of this steak gets cooked. Let me just set this back up here, just like that, to allow it to cook even more. Oh well, you know what? Let me show you guys. Let me just bring you guys this way. This way you can see it. That's how it looks. Yeah, nice, right? There. So yeah, so that's all you have to do. Like literally, basically, because once you cook the steak in the water, it takes no less than like 5 minutes or 6 minutes, depending. Just check on it. Make sure that the whole steak, each piece at least, is fully cooked. Because what we do with the water is that we're making it tender enough that you can just bite into it and don't have to work it butt off to try to chew. Then after that, you drain it, from the actual pot and you put it on the skillet so the outside can get a nice little brown and almost like a grilled coating in a sense, if you think about it that way, when you're cooking it. So with that, you put it on there, and especially if you did sweet plantains before, putting it on here, adding that extra flavor into it, it is delicious, like legit. So, oh, you know what? Let me just show you the rest of the stuff again, once again. So, of course, even though I already showed you, that was the sweet plantains. We made a lot. And then these from the air fryer are the veggie tots, which are the broccoli and cheese that we're gonna put on the side. So that's what that was. And of course, you guys already seen, this is the strip steak that we did in the pot. And now we're doing it on skillet to get that nice little brown coating on it. Alright. I'm gonna set you guys right back there. Ooh, excuse me. So, and then that's about it. That's all you really physically have to do. I'm just letting these guys cook because I want every single one of these pieces to cook and brown. Look at that. And then you can hear it. You can hear the nice little like hard part of it on the outside. But mind you, the inside of this is nice and juicy. Just to let you know. Yeah. Alright. So this will be done in a few more seconds. And that's basically it. That's all you really have to do. Let's clean up the water over here. But once again, I'm sorry guys that I lost the feed. But you guys will probably be able to catch this on an edited version episode. It's just that unfortunately, I don't know what happened connection wise. I can't even begin to tell you what happened. So I have no idea. I have no clue. But yeah, so that's basically what ended up happening. So with that, so the sweet plantains, I didn't really put any to it. They were just sweet plantains. You don't really have to do anything much for it. Just put it on oil and you're good to go. But for the steak part, I did a mixture of adobo seasoning, some chives, garlic powder. I was gonna say ginger. Why was I gonna say ginger? That makes no sense. Onion powder, oregano. I didn't do parsley flakes this time around, by the way, which is weird. I normally do that, but I didn't. A little bit of black pepper, and a little bit of cayenne pepper, you know, to give it that little bit extra kick. A little bit of salt, and then, you know, olive oil we didn't have to do because olive oil was already in the actual skillet, so we didn't have to worry about that. And then that's it. So this is fully cooked now. So what I'm gonna do, actually I'm gonna use that stuff. I'm gonna put this way. I'm gonna show you what I was gonna do for plate wise. And that's basically the water that you're hearing that's snapping out here. So that's why I was moving it. Alright. Alright, so let's plate what we made. Alright. Alright, so this is what we're eating today. So I'm gonna get some of these plantains. There we go. Just put it right there like that. And then we'll just put little tiny baby boo. Little tiny baby boo. Alright. What I want to put on this, a little bit of salt. Alright. And of course, now we get to put the parsley flakes. Now, sometimes, especially like when you're making like the juca, it's accompanied by, I was gonna say a roux, but I forgot what it was really called. You know, they actually cook up some onion with some olive oil or some corn oil, and you cook it, and then you put it on the actual juca, and it makes it taste even more better, which I'll show you one time, one point, how to do that. All right. Oh, so there you go. So we got that. take some of this tater tots, which are broccoli and cheese. Set it down the side. Right. There we go. And then we're gonna take some of our strip steaks. This right here. You just put it to the side. There you go. Nothing fancy. Then of course we take our parsley and just put it on there. Now, if you wanted to, for this occasion, what you can actually do, just put this to the side, because you're actually seeing me plate this. I'm gonna put a little something right here. Oh man, don't tell me I ran out of it. Alright, tell me while I find it. So I know you guys seen me use this one time, one of the episodes when I did the salmon. So I'm gonna take some avocado salsa, because this thing is delicious. You just put some right there. There you go. Some nice little avocado salsa for some dip. By the way, I was a crick to it. So. Woo! Wow. Wait 1 second. Back in here. I forgot about the cake. Wow. So yeah, so let me show you guys that. So this is what it looks like. So we have the plantains, the avocado salsa, the strip steak that we did, that we cooked in the pot, and then the skillet, which was cooked right there, and then the veggie tots that we did in the air fryer for 360 degrees, I think it was, in the beginning. And then after 5 minutes, we did for another, well, the remainder of the 18 minutes for another, in 230 degrees for the remainder of whatever the 5 minutes, 13 minutes I think it was. And then the sweet plantains, we did on the skillet. And we didn't have to do that much on it, because once the oil was hot enough, you just place it down, and you brown it on one side, flip them over, brown on the other side, and you're good to go. Just remember when you're cutting this to cut it in half and then peel the skin off of it as if you were taking your clothes off. Like that, right? Take your clothes off. And that's about it. So, and then once it's fully done, just plate it, put it on the side, and you're good to go. And then you don't have nothing else. So I'm gonna put this over here for now. And then that's about it. That's all you have to really do. Not much for today. You know, that was a simple recipe. Sorry that it took so long to make. Well, not that it took so long to make. That you guys couldn't see the rest of this, but like I said, you will see it on an episode once I edit it and put it together. But that's about it. That's all you have to really do from because all we did was the strip steak, sweet plantains, and the veggie tots. I got nothing else to give to you guys, but yeah, let me show you one more time, because this looks so good. I mean, like, it looks so good. Like, I know you guys want some. Can't use it right there. But yeah, so that's basically it. So mind you, whenever you guys do something, just make it to your liking. You can change any of the seasonings or any of these options that I did on here. I'm just giving you the way that my grandma taught me basically to make the food, and that was about it. So nothing really different. But you know, you guys can do it however way you want, because I know you guys have different ways of eating. So listen, you can tailor it to however you want. You don't want to put sweet pastas, you don't have to do it. You want to do something else other than steak, you can change it up to chicken or even ground beef. It still comes out the same. It's just whatever you put as in the company, that's basically what you're doing. So everybody, thank you for watching Lunch Break, as always, as we do here all the time. Don't forget to go to our social medias and follow us and share it to everybody in the world. Go to IMDb and rate us from, well, actually, no, rate us, I want to say. Rate us a 10. Forget that. Rate us a 10. Look at the word Lunch Break, one word. And then, you know, share the love of this video. If you think someone should see this or should love this, go by all means, man. Send it to them, man. Everybody needs to be preoccupied at the moment and needs to do something. Even if they are doing something, listen, it does not hurt to share the love. So, as always, you know, everybody, thank you for the likes and comments and shares, and for the support. I hope everybody's keeping themselves safe and you know, being cautious about everything. And you know, listen, we love you guys. Don't do anything that people wouldn't do. If that makes sense. I don't think that makes sense, but yeah, whatever. As we say here on Lunch Break, and of course that was Lunch Break Delicious, because I don't think I've said it in any of the podcasts. That tastes good. I'm gonna eat that in a few minutes after I turn this off. Don't settle for less and make it your best. So as always, here at Lunch Break, we want to thank you guys for always supporting us and for letting us know that you guys love us and you watch us, basically, because you do. Stay safe. I was your host, CK, and damn, I'm like lost for words. I don't even want to say to you guys. I love you guys. I want to see you guys again, everybody. So I'll catch you guys later. Thank you for watching.